Hello, adventurers, and welcome to the Journals of Thorgrin and Bella. I am your host, the Great Sean. I was looking through the Monster Manual, looking for more potential homebrew races to make. I have a whole stockpile, but I just wanted to make some more just to make sure I can make videos whenever I want for as long as I want. And I came across the stat block for a very intriguing monster known as the Troll. At first glance, it fits all my criteria of what I'm looking for. It is a monster that is intelligent, it can talk, and it can potentially be persuaded to be of good alignment. And also, it has a unique ability, that of the healing. So I was about to write it down as, yeah, hell yeah, we're making a troll, baby. But upon closer inspection, it had a size of large, which was not a problem in the past with the ogre. However, with the ogre, that's kind of its whole thing. It is big and strong, and that's easy to make something about. But trolls, they are big and they're strong, but they also have regeneration. It is very difficult to create a race out of monsters that have more than one gimmick. Because if you look at all the races beforehand in the official game, they have one gimmick. If you want to be good at one thing, you pick this race. You want to be good at another one, this one. You really don't pick a race that has good at this and good at that and has more than one big abilities that seem like they don't have anything to do with each other. So I was looking at the troll and I was like, okay, there's one already charted territory with the large size, but two would be hard to balance being really big and super strong and stuff, while also having a healing factor that's anything close to impactful. So then, a little light bulb appeared above my head, and I had a wonderful idea that is this video that we are making right now. I decided to take the troll and turn it into a semi-original race. That being the half-troll. When a human and a troll love each other very much, they have fun and they create a half-troll. We don't need to worry about lore for this one because it's kind of like the half-orc, that you have big scary and big not scary, and you poof them together, and you just kind of take bits and pieces of lore from both and take the logical steps. With this, you have the stuff from the troll, and you have the stuff from the human. If you really want lore, just copy and paste the half-orc stuff. So, with that, let's get into the stats if you want to play a half-troll. Ability score increase. You gain a +2 to Constitution and a +1 to Strength. Age. You mature at the same rate as humans and can live up to 100 years. Alignment. Your alignment is dictated by a combination of if you were raised by your human or troll parent, because this race can be used as an enemy too. If they're living with their troll family, then they're essentially just a weaker troll, I guess. Or, so it's dictated by either if you're with your human or troll parent, and your own moral compass. So, half-troll can have any alignment. So you can technically be from your troll parents and be good, and be from your human parents and be bad. Just like a normal human. Or a troll, I guess, too. A troll can be good, too, I guess. Size. Medium. However, you are about a foot taller than humans on average. Speed, 30 feet. Now on to the unique abilities. Why would you choose to play a half-troll? The big hallmark ability for this race is Diluted regeneration. You have similar regeneration powers to your troll parent. Can't speak today. You have similar regeneration powers to your troll parent. However, this power is diluted by your human blood. As long as you have at least one hit point remaining at the start of your turn, you gain a number of hit points equal to your proficiency bonus. If you take either fire or acid damage, you lose the benefits of this trait until the start of your next turn. If you lose any of your limbs, they can be grown back on a long rest. However, if you're decapitated, you are still killed. So, with trolls, they're essentially immortal. You can stab them, hack them, slash them, drown them, whatever. Actually, drowning they probably would die from too, but you can pulverize them to kingdom come and they'll never die. You can chop off their head and the head will start snapping at you and the body will start walking to you. Not half-trolls. Not half-trolls. If you stab them enough, they die. If you chop off their head, that's it. Dead. Next ability. Valuable blood. This probably won't come into play in most campaigns. However, the odd one, this will be very useful. Valuable blood. Your blood can be used as a substitute of the ingredients of healing potions. Over the course of a long rest, an alchemist artificer can use your blood to create one potion of healing of common rarity. As your blood can substitute some of the more expensive ingredients, this potion can be crafted at half the cost of a healing potion of that rarity would normally cost, which will be 25 gold, unless your DM specifies otherwise, because 50 gold is what I price them in my games, because healing potions are common rarity, and the price of a common magic item will be 50 to 100 gold. I lowball that because healing potions are dispensable and you can slug them back like nothing. And finally, languages. You can speak, read, and write Common and Giant. So yeah, this has some fun things. If you want to be lasting really long and you don't necessarily want to go like Druid or Barbarian, Half-Troll can be really cool because you're regaining health points. Also, it's probably really good in larger parties when the cleric spell slots are stretched a little thin. You don't want to be, because the less party members there are, the stronger the cleric gets, in my opinion. But with this, you can kind of take some of the burden off of that, because like even at level 1, you're still gaining 2 hit points every 6 seconds. And that's cool. However, this would only apply in combat. If your DM wants to say, like, counting the seconds and, like, regenerate all your hit points out of combat, then that's a little bit overpowered. I wouldn't personally rule it like that. I would just have it as in combat. If you really need an explanation for that, I guess adrenaline fuels it. I don't know. But that's personally how I would rule it. But I left it open so individual DMs, if they want to make it that you're constantly healing, you can go ahead. And the valuable blood. If you have an artificer in the group, or you yourself are an artificer, which is an option, you can be making healing potions a lot, which kind of leans into what the artificer is. If your DM's stingy with magic items, you can just go artificer, and now you can have a lot of magic items on you. You can just create them. He won't give them to you. There it is. Same thing with healing potions. With the actual alchemist, I don't think you can just create potions, which is my main gripe with it. I wish you could create more potions. And the base artificer, I wish you could create more magic items. So with this, if you have an alchemist, you can kind of just slit your wrist, bleed into a jar, and say, here, make. And yeah, you can make healing potions at 25 gold. Though I did say that it's half the cost of a healing potion, so if in your world healing potions are a little bit more expensive, that means this ability is a little bit more expensive. 25 gold is just based on my logical leap of how I think a healing potion should be priced. That's why I put, unless the DM specifies otherwise. Overall, I think this race is fairly balanced, and I personally like it because it's, like a lot of my other races, they are kind of, they're based on monsters, but you really cannot fine-tune it to be exactly as powerful as the race. Like, a level 1 orc player character, when faced with an orc monster will get their ass handed to them. And I think that kind of sucks. But this kind of circumvents that it's just like, it's not like my Deva race that's like, I guess you're some puny version of them, that you're just a half-troll. You are what you're supposed to be, you are as powerful as you're supposed to be, and I like that, which is, like, I know that's kind of the standard of what's supposed to be, but for my personal way of homebrewing a lot of new races, going through and making monstrous races and turning them into races, that's a nice little breath of fresh air, and it's just like, yeah, this can fit in the world, and I don't have to just kind of close my eyes to it. Just pretend you don't see it. So, yeah, I really like this race, and I think I might actually even play this. Most of the races that I create, I don't think I would personally play. And this is really good for martial classes, too, because it's got that juicy +2 to Constitution, +1 to Strength, which is tried and true to be useful. I don't think it's actually overpowered either, because it's just your proficiency bonus. Even at later levels, I think you get even like a maximum of +7, which is nothing at later levels. So the longer the campaign goes, the weaker this race gets. But, yeah, if you want to play it, go ahead, I would be honored. And as always, have fun.